Awesome. Well, welcome everyone. I'm excited to be here to lead the first one of my leading for the Friends of Comstock. I have a little bit of an agenda, but it's really a big part of tonight is I see some new faces that I haven't seen. I'm sure all of you know each other. So possibly kind of go around and get like a little roll call going. And then from there, go through just some spiel from me. And I think for me, the big part is to bring a little structure to the Friends of Comstock and what are we looking at? What are we doing? We have a couple of things we want to talk about and then going from there. So for those who don't know me, my name is Michael Garcia. I am the new camp director and I'm very excited to be here. I started here in the first Tuesday in October. So I've been here a little bit. This is my oh goodness, 3 decades of working with youth. So I've been doing this a little bit and I'm excited to be proud a part of Camp Comstock and moving forward. So I'm going to go through the Brady Bunch style of people who are here. So the first person who pops up on mine is Brooke. Deb, do you want to just say hello and introduce yourself really quick?
Yeah, hi, I'm Brooke or Deb. My camp name's Brooke. Okay. Not when I was at Comstock, but has been for years. I don't know. What do you want to know?
I'm just trying to get everybody. Some of you, like I said, a lot of you probably all know each other, so you're a little more at advantage than I am. So, I guess
live in Vermont.
You live in Vermont. Awesome. And what got you hooked on Comstock? What did you go here as a kid?
Or? I went as a camper, and I was a staff member in 75, 76, and 77. And I worked at Iwana the summer before that, which was part of Seven Lakes at that point.
Okay, very cool.
Beyond that, I have worked at camp all but 2 summers. And they just closed my camp. So.
Yeah.
That goes on.
Yep. Awesome. All right. Thank you. So, Brooke, my next is Carlene. You want to introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm Carlene. I have Brownie Jr. and another cadet troops. I'm a leader of 2 troops out of Elmira. I've been doing volunteering now for about 20 years, and I'm active in a lot of different committees in NYPENN, including the HNA as well, the History and Archives. And I've gone to all the camps except for trefoils, so I haven't gone there yet. And I love my Jeeps when they're not getting backed into all the time, but so, and I've been to the conventions, 4 of the conventions I've been to, 3 as a delegate, 1 as a visitor, hoping to go to the one in Orlando, but I don't know yet for sure.
Awesome.
So,
well,
very active.
Thank you.
What's your connection to Comstock, Carlene?
Beat me to it, Debbie.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
No, that's okay.
So,
you're good. Keep it. Keep it.
My connection to Comstock is taking troops there camping several times and just participating with the Friends of Comstock, but mostly just from doing camping there myself with my troops.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep.
Brianna.
Hi, I'm Brianna. I am a troop leader for a multi-level troop. I am also the encampment director for my service unit, which is how I got involved with Comstock. I had my first encampment there the first weekend of May, and I did my Simply Successful camping training at Comstock.
Awesome. Thanks. And Amy.
Hi, I'm Amy, and I have been involved in Girl Scouts for over 10 years. Currently, I've been a service unit manager for about 10 years, a little more than 10 years, and an encampment director for about the same amount of time. I had been taking our troops to Comstock, except for the last couple of years. We've been up to trefoil. Yeah, my daughter got her gold and worked at Comstock for 3 or 4 summers, and yeah, and then I've been involved, well, with COVID and everything, trying to be involved in Girl Scouts, I really pulled back because our service unit really needed a lot of attention the last couple of years. We've lost a lot of girls, and trying to recruit other adults and volunteers has been my primary focus, and looking to rejoin though.
Awesome. Well, welcome home. All right, Debbie. Oh, you're muted.
Yeah, I just put it on so you wouldn't hear me rattling papers. I like Brooke Deb, worked at Comstock many years ago at a Yaiwano Comstock for 3 years, and I ran the sailing program and the advanced sailing program, and then was a CIT director, and then did my master's thesis while I was there, worked on used some of the data from Comstock as part of that. And back in the COVID time, back in 2020, a bunch of us who worked together decided to get together since we were home hanging out, and we began, we reconnected, like we all knew like 3 people, and we got everybody together. We had like 12 people back from the 70s, and we've been meeting once a month by Zoom to just get to know each other again. And now we've actually come to Pennsylvania, gone to 2 adult leader weekends, and we've actually done some vacationing together to get in touch with people. So we kind of reconnected through Comstock, and a couple of the folks on our 12 person group actually went there, like Deb and Liz and a few other people who couldn't join us tonight. And a few of the folks still live in the area, and the rest of us live far away. I live in Pennsylvania.
Awesome. Thank you,
And
Debbie.
eager to get re-involved and hear what you're doing. And if I can help in any way, I'm willing to do that.
Oh, I love that. Don't say that you got that recorded, so now you're stuck.
I know.
Katie, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Katie. I'm a current Girl Scout troop leader for a multi-level Brownie Junior Cadet troop in Ithaca, which is why I got involved in Comstock, is because it's right in our backyard, and our troop just loves it beyond words. I've been involved in Friends of Comstock since it first started, and helped Joanne with some of the fundraising for the new building, and I am also the new encampment director for our service unit, planning our first encampment at Comstock in June. So if you are boating certified, you should talk to me. I'd love to talk to you.
Nice plug. That's exactly what this is for too. So definitely, without a doubt. Awesome. So somebody popped in. So of course, I don't know if you guys know Zoom, when somebody pops in, everybody shifts. I know I didn't call him Michael. So Michael, do you want to say hello, introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm Mike Sable, and I've been on the board since its inception. And before that, I was on the Seven Lakes board, and before that, my daughter and granddaughter both were at Comstock. So I've been involved with as a parent for many, many years.
Beautiful. Thank you, Michael. And Holly, I know we didn't call on you either. Just trying to keep notes here. So
Hi, I'm Holly. I'm in Ithaca. I have a Brownie and Cadet, and that's how I found Comstock. It reminds me a lot of the Girl Scout camp I grew up with in Massachusetts. I stuck with Girl Scouting through high school because of summer camp. I was a counselor. I ran the waterfront that looked very similar to Comstock. My camp name was Froggy. And so Comstock, when I found it 4 years ago, Katie, when did we first go there? But it kind of yeah.
Holly, have you thought about getting recertified?
wow, that was a hard sell, Katie. Not even a soft sell. That you were just like right in there. Let's talk.
No, I know. I would be interested. I don't know what's involved. I was a lifeguard for 8 years, and I did sailing. We did rowboats. We did tippy taps with canoes. I love boating. We had this past summer I had a canoe rack at Treeman, where we were able to put right into the Cayuga Inlet, and I got out canoeing almost every week, and it's one of my favorites to get out in the water. And yeah, I really enjoy Comstock, and yeah, I love Girl Scout camp.
Awesome. Awesome. Great to hear. Maureen.
Hey everybody, it's Maureen Phelan. I'm your membership support staff for most of my areas. Amy, I know you're a little out of my on the northwest side, but we know each other anyway through other dealings, right? Great to see everybody here tonight. I am working with Elise, who's our new membership support person. Actually, tonight there was a unicorn party that was happening over at I believe it's either South Hill or it was at Bell Sherman, one of the two. One's today, one's tomorrow. And there's another one happening next week up at in Lansing. So we are very anxious to work on recruiting new leaders. Don't worry, leaders, those that are, we're not trying to push more on you. We're trying to find new leaders. If anyone has any leads or anything, please send them my way so I can investigate. But I do all the training and support for the adult leaders in the area, mostly Tompkins County. Although I go north, I see Megan on here. She's one of mine too, up in Seneca County, Seneca Falls area. I think I know most people, but don't know Brianna. You're new to me, which is welcome. Hi. And Deb, I know from other meetings we've been on before. I remember you as well. So nice to see everybody.
Awesome. Awesome. And Jane. I don't know if
Jane is
she can.
hiding down there.
Yeah. Well, Jane, if you're able to jump in, let us know. How about Megan? Are you there?
Hi. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Okay, good. Sorry. I'm in my car driving, so I'm not going
Oh.
to turn on my camera because you won't be able to see anything. So hi, I'm Megan Barbe. I am a leader. I have one girl left who's a senior in high school, so it's really my last year as a leader. I'm also the service unit manager for the Waterfalls service unit, and that's all of Seneca County. And so I live in Seneca Falls, so that's, I mean, Comstock's our closest camp. I don't remember. Did I answer all the questions?
No, that's fine. That's fine. That works for me. That works for me. And drive safe. So don't worry about it. Like I said, we're recording this, so don't stress. We'll make sure everybody gets the link to it. And I'm going to try to hopefully do a good job keeping up notes and all that fun stuff. So just to kind of kick us off, and I know there's not everyone's here, but I know there's also a lot of key players who couldn't join us tonight. And I want to be honest, we're going to have a couple of conversations. We may follow up next month when we have these conversations, may be a little repeat, but I think it's important to kind of get us in front of everything. So my experience with friends of Comstock groups, alumni groups, however you kind of want to label yourselves as we go through, are always the best when they're active and doing something and have kind of a little buy-in. Now, we're not asking you to run an event and things like that, but we're going to try and meet every month. Might be harder in the summer, as you would imagine, but we definitely are going to meet and throughout the rest of the year in the month by month. We have to pick that date. This just happened to be scheduling wise the date that worked best. And so to start off, y'all are going to get an email this week, knock on wood, by Monday. That will be like a quick poll, really just one question. It'll be, what week of the month are you most available, and what day of that week, Monday through Thursday, are you most available? And we'll kind of click, and majority kind of rules as that goes through, and as we can get through to see if we can start getting these. So we might end up, this is, might end up third Wednesday of the month, might end up the second Tuesday of the month, and things like that. So there's some restrictions on my schedule. So the first Monday of the month is not available, but after that, I'm pretty open at this point.
When you put the poll out, can you have it so there's like multiple options? Like, for example, Thursdays are my meeting nights, but Monday through Wednesday is fine. So can you have it so it's more than just one date?
Yep. Yeah, you'll be able to rank them is really the way we're going to do this. So you'll be able to say, this is first choice, second choice, I can't do. So yeah, you'll have those options as well. And then, so hold on one second, because I lost a date here. There it is. Okay. I wanted to go through some dates to get sure they're on everybody's calendar. Times, they're going to be a little flexible at this point. I'm trying to work those out, but as of right now, May 13th, which is a Saturday, we're going to have our work day at Camp Comstock. And then we're going to have a Friends of that's going to end at 4. So right now it's 9 to 4 for the workday. And then at 4 o'clock, we're going to have a Friends of Comstock face-to-face meeting. So people for the workday can go. You could just come to a Friends of Comstock meeting at 4, but we're really just trying to make sure that we have some intentional time with this group, but also preparing for this summer and getting all ready, because our rentals are coming in. As somebody already said, they have rentals already in May. And Eric, who's the new camp ranger, has been working really hard to do some of the major updates that we're doing in the off season. A couple of other dates to hold right now. September 23rd of this year, we're doing an event. It's a magical forest fairy walk. I've done one at another camp many years ago, and it was a huge hit. Many tutus will be worn. I actually have a beautiful purple one that I'm excited to put back on. And we will build fairy houses as well as do fun activities throughout camp. And so there'll kind of be a time to spend in the woods for a few hours, and hopefully leave fairy houses all around camp. We're excited to do those fun things right now. And again, all these dates I'm giving you, the next 2 dates I'm giving you are kind of, we're pretty sure the dates, but we're just waiting to confirm a couple of things. But the October 6th weekend, we're doing a badge bash. We're not sure if it's going to be overnight or just a Saturday. Right now, it's looking like it just is a Saturday. So it'll be a badge bash. You'll be able to come in, and we'll have a bunch of different activities that badges that the girls can work on and get. When you sign up, you'll have to sign up for what badges they're going to go for. Our camp ranger is working on to potentially have a woodworking badge. So he's going to learn a little bit about that, but we have the facility. So that might be something very cool that is, I know, a lot harder to get the troops to do. And then we're holding the 2 weekends after that. So the 20th, that weekend, a Halloween troop corps. We're looking at Friday night to Saturday, probably like 6 o'clock Friday night till about before lunch on Saturday. That's kind of a tentative time frame. And there will be plenty of haunted things in the woods at night. Let's just lay that out there. And so we'll be looking for people to help with that, because we need the people to scare people. But then we also need, we'll be looking for just some fun, cool activities. Halloween, of all the holidays, is my favorite holiday. So we're definitely gonna do something on or around that for that. So those are just kind of some dates to pen in. Again, we're recording this. They'll definitely be in emails. If you go to our brand new micro website, girlslovecamp.org. So it's girlslovecamp.org, and it's our new website. And you go to Comstock, there's an events, like as you hover over Comstock, there's an events tab. You click on that, it'll say all the events that are coming up, and as well as putting them on Facebook as they get confirmed and all that fun stuff. So as they go through, please keep bookmark that. But we'll also be emailing out to this group. As much as we email out to all the girls, we're going to email out to this group, because we really want you guys to be aware of what's going on, and maybe possibly, if you're interested, come on up and have some fun. So those are kind of the dates that I have on the schedule.
Michael, can I interrupt a second if you don't mind?
Yeah, go ahead, Maureen.
Just for clarification, the badge bash that you have set up,
Mhm.
this is an event for girls, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
There is an adult version of badge bash that we've had in the past.
Okay.
That is to train adults to work with these badges for the girls. That's a little different thing. So we might want to clarify that
Sure.
a little more.
So I'll make sure. There you go. I made my little note, and for this group, it's for the girls. So awesome. But more than happy. I think there's already a weekend. Just looking at my calendar. There's already a weekend in May where there's an event at Comstock for the adults to get some training done, but maybe it's June. Hold on one second. Let me see. Oh, sorry. It's the first weekend in June. I have it as the Friday, Saturday, Sunday outdoor skills day. So I have nothing to do with that. I'll be there, but I don't have anything to do with that. So, but I know there's an outdoor skills day on that weekend as well. So
I think Aaron Murphy is the one that organized that because I went to the
correct.
one in Mojave last week or last year. So
Yep. Yeah. From what I understand, it's going to travel around to all the camps and it's Comstock's turn this year. So that's kind of how that goes. So awesome. Awesome. So just a few things I want to go through and make sure we're all up on the same page. Want to start one specific question and then, maybe have an open conversation about another one. So I want to make sure that we talk about specifically what are the goals for this group? I don't want to set them. And like, what do you want to hear? It's kind of a double edge. What do you want to hear at this meeting? I could definitely go through numbers. I could do some like what I'm doing right now, but I really want to, what's going to get you to engage with us every month? Again, not every month, but most months in the year. And what are you interested in hearing from Camp Comstock, the Girl Scout NYPENN? So I'm prepared when these meetings come in, if you want to hear something specific and all that jazz, just so we're aware. So it's kind of like, I know it's simple. This is kind of like a popcorn kind of conversation. If somebody wants to raise their hand, what are you looking to get out? Why the heck are you doing this? I'm sure, it's 6 o'clock on a Wednesday night. I'm sure you have amazing families you could do something with, but you're here for this. So what brought you in? What are you looking for? Anyone want to throw in a hand, unmute? Go ahead, Brianna.
Hi, I was looking for dates of upcoming activities.
Okay.
Which we got. The chance to kind of network for events the troops are going to have there, like to find, a certified boating instructor, stuff like that. And then also try to find ways that I as an individual, my service unit as a group, and then maybe my troop as scouts can give back to the camp that they're going to be spending time at.
Awesome. Yeah, we could do all that. Definitely. What else? What are some?
I forgot to say.
Go ahead.
My troop is out of Endicott, which is in the Binghamton area.
Okay. And that's going to be a crutch for me. I'm going to let you know. I know where Binghamton is, but like I'm from Connecticut for 27 years of my life. And then I've been in Buffalo for the past 7. So this is new kind of. So when people are like, say these kind of smaller towns, I'm like, where is that? So Amy, did I see your hand go up?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I agree with Brianna. I'd like to see what's the events are going. I'd like to also know like any updates on the camp, like the new building or, any kind of new events or new, I'm also interested in any trainings, like as a service unit encampment director, I'm always looking. I don't know why they've changed this, but now we need to be certified in archery and boating every year. It used to be you were one and done. So every year now I got to find some place to get certified or someone in my service unit certified. So I'm looking for that kind of thing. And I'm also looking to see ways I can get engaged with the camp again.
Okay. Awesome. So I'm going to just jump in really quick, Amy, just to give you an update and everybody an update as well. We did not secure the grant that we went for in November. We did not receive it in December. So right now we're still working on the building, but we have $900,000 to go. So everybody check their pants pockets and then, but I think that's going to be an annual application. We're going to go for that in different ways. And then just another update. I don't know if you heard, Bailiwick had a huge leak in the roof and we ripped off the roof and we found even bigger leaks and problems. So right now I'm Wearing my Girl Scout sweatshirt because I was out at camp all day hanging drywall, which is a horrible thing and no one should ever have to do it. But we had to rip down all the inside of the Bailiwick Lodge and on the second floor, and we're putting up brand new drywall. So that's kind of the renovations that are happening right now. And starting next month, we have we're doing a $75,000 update to the kitchen. So we'll have a brand new, knock on wood, everything goes all right, kitchen. Same kind of layout, but everything will be, the walls will be able to be cleaned and a new organization, the whole 9 yards. So those are just kind of the facility updates really quick, but I'll make sure every month we have a little facility update of what's going on. Perfect. What else?
I'll go next.
Go ahead.
I am joining the group because I frequently talk to many people in the community. Matter of fact, today I had a wonderful conversation with a future member of this group, who's a lifetime member. She took a little break after her daughter graduated, and she wants to give back and come back and do some outdoor work. And so I'm looking for ways that I can help support this group in their body of work and things that the group needs, and also plug in volunteers where I find them that could be of help.
Okay, and I'm going to stay. That's perfect, Maureen. For some weird reason, I thought I was on the Girl Scout account that allowed me to have more than 30 minutes. So I just got a notification. We have 10 minutes left. I apologize for that. New guy card. I'm going to play. This is my last time playing the new guy card with this. What I am going to say is if we get booted and we end up getting booted off, just reuse the link. Give me a moment and we'll rejoin this group meeting. I don't know why. And I'll make sure we edit that for next time. So I apologize. Sorry. And then I saw somebody else's hand go up. Was it Katie? Yep. Go ahead, Katie.
Yeah. So everything that everybody else has already said about networking and camp involvement and all of that. And perhaps this is super ambitious, but I love seeing what Friends of Amahami do. And I know they're so much more established, but the programming that they put on is incredible. And I would love if over the years we got to a point where we could do something like that. And sort of connected to that, one of my favorite things about these Zoom meetings is seeing people who were involved in Comstock in the 70s and the 80s. And it would be amazing to do some kind of alumni event where we could like have a little corner set up with a video camera and like record people's memories and experiences of Comstock and really drive that alumni angle of it, just to capture those memories, because I think that's so important for, I mean, the 100th anniversary is in what, 4 years? So I think gathering that kind of information now to have it for the 100th anniversary would be really compelling stuff.
Yes, Katie, you and I are on the same page with that. This is the beginning. We're starting with that seed tonight, and we're going to grow it to be able to do that. I ran a camp's alumni group. We had about 1,800 on our mailing list, and we had a solid 150 active people. Like we had subcommittees, like we were a big, so we could build towards that and grow that. So yeah.
Well, and it's just so interesting to me because I grew up doing Girl Scouts in Florida, and my council, although it was huge, they didn't really have any camps nearby us. So when we would do encampments, we'd be like, oh, hey, there's an empty field. Let's just go set up tents over there. I've never seen Girl Scout camps like the ones up here. Yeah. And it's so fascinating to me how so many people are still involved and have such fun memories. Like I don't have that from my camps as a kid. So I just think it's just the coolest.
Yeah, no, definitely. That's awesome. That's a great goal. And you have a little one in the back. Hi, buddy. What else? I know we had some people join us. Welcome. We're just kind of, so before I even jump into the next part, apparently I signed up for the wrong Zoom account. I apologize again. We have about 6 minutes and 20 seconds left, and we're all going to get booted off. So I'm going to ask when we get booted off to please click on that link again, and we'll have some more time. So I apologize, and I'll fix it for the next one. I made myself a big note there. So, so what else? What are some other things that you all are interested in why you're joining us? What are you looking to get out of this group? What are some things you really want? We've heard dates and trainings of activities. We've heard of activities and some trainings, facility updates you want to hear, a good opportunity to network, and we could definitely do some networking opportunities face to face. Again, that's where that May 13th work day, but then the afternoon would be a face-to-face. So that'd be a good time, Katie, to collect those videos and things like that. So reach out to me, because we could set up a little booth and everything at camp for that. So it's private and quiet. Service unit and troops to opportunity to give back, to get engaged with camp. I heard a lot of. Maureen's here to how to support you as a group and as people who are connected to Comstock, and how we can give as Girl Scouts NYPENN can give back to you. We talked about starting some programming like Friends of Amahami, and I've definitely talked to Bernsey out there and what that looks like and how we can get connected. Record some Friends of Comstock history, maybe with some videos, and then maybe just at the end of this year, we'll get a subcommittee to start a 100th anniversary planning committee, because that would be a lot of fun. So is there anything else this group, and again, in 10 minutes, you could be like, oh, don't forget to add this. We can always add it, but anything else? Go ahead, Debbie. I see your hand up.
Yeah, I know that I'm not a local person. I won't be able to do some of the things right there, but I guess because this camp has such a rich history, I'd like to see, I know, last summer was sort of a non-summer because it wasn't open. So I guess when I hear you talk and I hear about all the things that are going, it's sort of like there's resurgence going on here. And then you're, of course, new. So, we've got a lot of energy right there. And I guess I would like to know numbers, and I would like to know,
Sure.
what kind of things you're going to be doing during resident camp, and, what you found to be successful this year and things like that. Because, we all know that what's old is new, and what goes around comes around. And yes, we may call them different names, but as an example, I still love new games. Do any of you know what new games are? You might not, because they were really hot in the 70s and 80s. And the games are just as good today, but we just call them different things because the pictures in the 70s show everybody wearing bell bottoms. So we certainly don't want the kids to think we're, old, but yet things like that, that a lot of things you did as campers are just as good nowadays. And and yet we've got to add new stuff to it as well. So I know I think I can speak for Deb that we bring some history from olden times, shall we say, but then somebody said they wanted to hear from the people from the 60s, I mean 70s and 80s rather, and if we can provide you some history or some insight, we'd be happy to do that. Michael's been kind enough to say that if a bunch of us come up from our group, we call ourselves the Comstock Old Timers, because we couldn't think of what else to call us. But we got together last summer, and some of us hadn't seen each other for 47 years, and yet we were able to vacation together. We actually enjoyed doing things together, and I think it goes to show that Girl Scouting is really long lasting for any number of people. And if we can give back a little bit, Michael has invited us to come up sometime, and maybe we'll be able to do that. We were hoping to stay in bailiwick, so finish those walls. And and then maybe we get interviewed by Katie or whoever's going to do it, or we sit down and sing some old camp songs that with the campers this year. I mean, there's a lot of things we could give, and yet we could learn a lot from what you're going to bring, Michael, too.
Definitely.
So,
Definitely.
So I'm just interested in where you're going, how you're going to get there, and things like that.
Awesome. Yeah, definitely could give those program updates and enrollment, of course, enrollment updates, enrollment numbers, and definitely without a doubt. So we have, just so you're all aware, about 1 minute and 50 seconds left to this session. Again, I apologize. What we can do is when we cut out, just click the link again. It should just allow us to start back up and go from there. So I apologize.
I see some new people joined us who I saw at 1 or 2 earlier meetings.
And that's Clay.
Yeah.
Oh, you're muted, Clay.
we were initially in the car. You talked to Jane briefly. She
Yeah.
said something,
Okay.
but yeah, we weren't getting very good connection in the car. Comstock is Jane's childhood camp. She was there in the 60s.
Yes.
So she was a camper there in the 60s. Our two daughters have both gone to Comstock, and the younger of our two daughters was actually on camp staff for a couple of years. We have similar interests to Katie's in terms of we've actually been involved with the Friends of Amahami, and know that group, know Bernsey quite well. And we have an interest in trying to do some of the same kind of things there, and in preserving some of the history of the camp, because this is a old historic Girl Scout camp, and there's a lot of that history there. And I think we get a lot of support out of some of the people who've been around before. I'm going to hang in till this drops out so I can get Jane back in, but then I've got to go to a meeting and I have to excuse myself after that.